Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's your lazy commentator, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, December 2025. And we got one more thing of Tetris for you right now. It's going to be one single solitary solo match between two Tetris luminaries, Allenbot and Somalian Captain Allenbot over in Singapore. Somalian Captain, and well, I don't want to dock Somalian Captain, but I know exactly where he is, so don't do anything weird, Somalian. I'll know about it. I see you when you're sleeping, and I know when you're awake, okay? I know if you've been bad or good, so be good, for goodness sake. Anyway, Allenbot versus Somalian. And the winner will eventually take on Doogie, but not right now. So that is what we're going to do. Take a look at our rules. We're not going to do the whole rules wrap. Not going to happen, but I do want to remind players that these are best of 5. So the first player 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39 super kill screen. Turn that one on. Uncapped score, same piece sets, re-rolled in between each game of the match. Don't get any in-game advice. Do not pause if you do experience tech issues. Just keep playing. Don't pause and don't, auto top or anything. Just keep playing and I will sort it out, okay? The winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $92.56. We definitely want to pay our top 8, and we can't do that without you because the prize pool is funded 100% by you, the viewers. So please do consider supporting the prize pool. And we have a free way to support the prize pool. We have contribution codes. So those are free to do. All you have to do is go to the link that is in the thing. I'm going to put it in chat right now. Ready? Exclamation point MATCHERINO. Thank you, Anjing. Appreciate that. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. And then you can look at the top right-hand corner, right? The button says log in. Click on that. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. And once you're in, look on the right side of the screen. You'll see a blue button. It says claim code. Just click it. Just once you're in, just click it. I'm doing it right now. Click. Bang. Look at that, code redeemed. And then your little avatar will show up on the screen and will say code redeemed. So we have 36 left. It's free money, 25 cents every time that button is clicked by a unique account. We have up to 50 of those, so 36 remaining. Don't let us lose free money. It goes to the players. It doesn't go to me. You wouldn't want me to get it, so it's not going to me. It's going to the players, right? So head on over there and click on the contribution code. While you're there, consider clicking on the contribute button. It's the color of honey mustard, and it says contribute on it, and you click on it, and it says contribute to CTM Masters December 2025, and then it says direct contribution, and then you put in amount, and like if I put in the amount of I don't know, someone name an amount, $1.67, let's say. And then I hit contribute, and then I can choose PayPal or my credit card. And I'm choosing PayPal. And I'm going to log in, but then it wants me to go to my two-factor authentication code for my authenticator app because I'm on lockdown here. And then I enter it in without saying it out loud, which is pretty much impossible for me. And then I hit continue. And then I hit pay, and then it goes in. So it's easy and fun, right? And you'll see that go in there. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you, Monthly Tetris, for your $1.67 contribution to the prize pool. We're up to $95.23. And thank you, Pines Cutely and Mino for doing codes as well. Anyway, that's how to support the players. Support the channel, blah, 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 blah. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support. Keep this channel going just like Scott Rage in the Window Can Attack, Middlesberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato Cat, Java TJs, and Sunny have done as well as everybody else on this slide. If you don't like Patreon, that's fine. There's some other ways to support us. Use the support command to bring up the links. You can make an ongoing pledge on Streamlabs or PayPal, and that is a thing that you can do. There's also some kind of one-time contribution methods there. If you're on YouTube, you got super chat, super stickers, super thanks, super this. If you want to guarantee that I read your comment and probably read it out loud during the broadcast, assuming it's appropriate, then do a super chat. Okay, you can go as low as $1, I think. I mean, God, so annoying, right? Pester me, annoy the heck out of me. Why not? Anyway, you can also become a channel member by clicking join just below where it says, just below where the video is. You can also gift a channel membership. You can gift multiple channel memberships over on Twitch. If you want to put a message with some bits, I'll treat that as like a super chat. That's fine. Subscriptions, you can become a sub. You can gift a sub. You can give multiple subs. And if you're an Amazon Prime, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to apply to the streamer of your choice once a month. You cannot save or stack them. You must use it or you will lose it. So do not lose it. Use it on us, among other channels. Okay, good? Yes, it's enough. Enough, Vandy. Jeez. Holy monkey. All right, so let's it's already tied. All right, man, we're gonna speed run through this, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and refresh our players' streams, get them all situated so they look wonderful and professional and are representing themselves as Tetris professionals. That's what we want. All right, there's Alan, all the way from Singapore. All right, we have Alan's head. I am a big fan of plastic storage containers in my room too, so congrats to you, Alan, on making a fine choice of storage. All right, we're gonna have Big Alan, and then we're gonna have Big Somalian. It's gonna be so big. All right, there he is. Somalian, you're gonna be huge. All right, we're gonna make you the size of Allenbot. Because it would be unfair, right, to have one player be really large and the other player just feel really small. And, so we got to have two big players. All right, there you go. Two big players. Big. Yes, two big players. Do you have that script written down? Do you have the mistake for Amazon Prime, I mean Twitch Prime? No, the thing is called an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming sub. That is like the name of it because it's from Amazon Prime and it's a Twitch Prime gaming sub. That's what it was called when I looked it up 2 years ago. And do I have that script written down? No, I've said it a million times. I just say it out loud. I just think of what I want to say and then I say it out loud. All right, let's get these players some pieces. I have nothing written down. All right, pieces are here. Yeah, it's not a mistake. That's not a mistake. That's what it's called. Well, I got to get the information out there, Colin. So, I gotta make sure that we get it all in. And it's not really that consistent. I mess it up all the time, but thank you. It's lazy, Colin. It's lazy commentary. Okay. I don't know why I read the comments. I always get under my skin, with how stupid people are. Somebody said when I tell you about the players and give all their info at the beginning of game one, that it's lazy commentary. But it takes me 8 to 12 hours a month, depending how many tournaments we're running, to collect all that information and put it on put it in graphics, and I don't get how it's lazy commentary. It's like anybody who's been around Tetris knows who these people are. That's lazy. Okay. I hope that person doesn't stay around Tetris. Yeah, no, that is I think it's called an Amazon Prime Twitch Prime gaming sub. I mean that Amazon Prime Twitch Prime Gaming, I think is what it's called. That's what it used to be called. Anyway, all right, looks like both players are ready. OFF348. Yeah, it takes 8 to 12. I got 3 tournaments a month. All right, let's get these players started. I got 3 tournaments, 2 to 3, depending on how many we're doing. Sometimes they're double size. And, we got to collect it for, PBs and how many Masters events they've played, 3, 2, 1 Tetris, what their most recent stuff is. Sometimes I don't fill out the spreadsheet, and sometimes I'll do it on the fly from Wikipedia, but, and then where they're ranked. And, it's like all this info you fill out. And someone goes, oh, that's lazy commentary to tell you about the players and all their accomplishments. So lazy. It's stupid. Like, it might be one of the top 10 dumbest comments I've ever heard on YouTube or read on YouTube. So stupid. Okay, 24,000 here for Allenbot, 27,000 for Somalian. I'm not going to tell you anything about these. I'm not going to tell you anything about these players because that would be lazy and lazy commentary. So I'm not going to do it. So anyway, Allenbot, who everybody knows, is doing something that Allenbot is doing, and then Somalian is doing something that Somalian is doing. No, all right. Allenbot qualify. I can't help myself. I'm lazy, so it seems like the most lazy thing to do would be to just say nothing and to giggle the entire time. But I'm gonna do the lazy thing and tell you all about the players. Well, on the left side of your screen, it is Allenbot, qualified in with a 1.26 million, which this month qualifiers were back to average of 2, so their best 2 games played in 1 hour. Allenbot got a 1.26. From Singapore, has a PB of 3.74 million. Although, if you look in the bot, it's not up to date. I had to get it off of the spreadsheet. So it's one of those rare situations where it's on the spreadsheet but not in the bot. So that's pretty rare. 3.74 million. It's top 25 score on the PB leaderboard. Right now, Allenbot unranked, but when he was more active, he was definitely a ranked player nearly every single month. But he's taken some time away, and when you take time away, you kind of fall off the leaderboard, right? And then once you start playing, having results, you get back on. 258 for Allen, 259 for Somalian. Real Random says, when I see 2 people playing, of course I don't want to know anything about them. Why would I? Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Anyway, Allenbot is a 4-time Classic Tetris Singapore champion winner, 22 through 25. He won that tournament. Also a winner of a Challenger circuit back in April of 2024 and hopefuls in April of 2022. He was the runner-up in the Masters event in September 2023. That was the month that Luis won it. He also recently played in our No Bars November. He played in the Tetris Effect Connected World Championship in 23 and 24, top 8 both times. And no CTWC. So one of these days, we got to find a way to get all these players, like Southeast Asia, like Allenbot and Nanu and all these other Jati now out to CTWC. So we got to figure out how to do that. 387 for Somalian. Allenbot fighting this stack down a bit. Chen, thank you so much. You are very nice. Or ChatGPT is very nice. That's it, Chen. You know what we need you to do? We need you to, every time, oh, there, misdrop there for Somalian. Every time someone says something bad about me on YouTube, we need you to go in with a stinging, ChatGPT rebuttal, okay? That's what we need you to do, Chen. 413 for Allenbot, 443 for Somalian. Anyway, Allenbot, 3-time Mega Masters player as well. And he has played in every No Cap November, 23 through 25. Wait, did we do it in 2022? I don't remember. No, we didn't. That was the first one. Anyway, on the right side, Somalian. All right, let's go. No, just kidding. Seed number 28, Somalian, USA, PB 1.63 million. Somalian's got that rollover. That 1.63 is a top 70 score. It's actually number 68. So he dodged two meme numbers right there, threading the needle. Somalian 541. Allenbot on the down stack here on 19 here in game number 1. All right, okay. It looks like the stacks are safe again. Anyway, Somalian is a former Challenger Circuit winner, won it twice in July of 21 and January of 22, and two-time Hopeful Circuit winner, July and December of 22. Also won CTWC Iberia in 2022. And I think that was an in-person tournament, right? I think Somalian was there, right? Right? It was, yeah, that was in person. He was also the runner-up in 2025, so loves going to Spain. There's a Tetris for Somalian, 684. Somalian has finished in Masters as high as the top 8. Did it a couple times, September of 21, June of 23. And looking to go on a run. Also played in Pumpy's one-day tournament recently. He's a three-time CTWC gold bracket player, 21, 22, and 24. And a four-time Mega Masters, one of the handful of players who have played in every Mega Masters. There's Tetris Somalian, 807, 677 for Allenbot. I do all my, now that I'm, taking a class or classes again, and I have to write things. I'm just doing all my composition in like a Google Doc, and hopefully there'll be a chain of edits, right, that I can point to and say, these are all the edits I made. Because I think can't you roll back to, previous points and see what it looked like? I know you can do that in Dropbox. Maybe I'll do it in a Dropbox paper thing, but you can go back to previous versions, say, look, here's what it looked like then. Here's what it looked like then. Clearly, I wrote it. You have a whole chain of, history of edits that I made. 837 for Allenbot, 946 for Somalian. Allenbot into 29. Now, Allenbot with that 3.74 has some post-29 playability. We'll see what Somalian can do here. Gets a long bar into 29 at A17. He's got the rollover, so clearly he's got some 29 as well. And Somalian with, about 160,000 point lead right now. Oh no, Allenbot going to top out at 896, and Somalian is good in game number 1. But if you're writing correctly, or you're writing using a good method, right? You can't just compose a paper, right? You should be making a laundry list of points and organizing those points, and have several drafts. And so I just do all the different drafts. I'll just make, all my research and my info dump and just my brain dump of what I want to write. Now I'm going to structure it. And then, below that, I put my entire first draft, and below that, I put my entire second draft and my entire third draft, and it's all there. Plus, I want to have it for my, own records. When they open the Vandy Memorial Library, save all my papers and ephemera. You want them to have, all the. You want them to have my entire intellectual history there. All right. I thought I hit the seed button, but I didn't. So I hit a different button. So B56F39. Sorry about that. I never outline or draft. I just send it, Vanny. It works every time. Well, you have a very logical mind. You hope we get another Dog versus Scooty finals. Says Black Ops. All right. Well, players on screen right now, Black Ops is rooting for neither one of you to win. Just wanted to let you know. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, it does say top 16. Sorry about that. And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Well, we'll just have Dan V hand draw the round 1 into each frame. Yeah, you can technically still cheat. Yeah, even with that. But at that point, it becomes so much effort. Here's the thought. Just don't cheat. That, just don't cheat. That's a new thought. And Colin with the Mitch Hedberg. $100 equals $100, as in you will donate 0. All right, we've got a challenge from Tetris. He says if we get the prize pool up to $100, it will remain $100, courtesy of Tyler. Thank you so much, Tyler. Really appreciate that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that up to 100. 96,000 Allenbot, 91 for Somalian. And Pseudo Kennard will double that. All right. So Pseudo Kennard will also make it an additional $0. Wow. Thank you, Pseudo Kennard. Ramble on Ian. Is Ramble on Ian watching right now? Well, I'm going to wish Ramble on Ian good luck. He's going for his extra class amateur radio operator license tomorrow. I've had a ham radio license for, how old am I now? God, long time. I think I got it when I was 14. So it's got to be like 34 years now. Something like that. Maybe even earlier than that. 13, 14, something like that. 290 Allenbot, 306 for Somalian. You decided not to wait. Amazing, Pseudo Canard. Thank you so much. Am I getting my license renewed? What does that mean? What do you mean, am I getting it renewed? Not me. I think Ramble on Ian is getting his extra class license for the first time. I do have various licenses up for renewal in 2026, though. So I should probably think about that. 406 for Allenbot, 381 for Somalian. Tetris, Somalian 406, 430 for Allen. Somalian has got the Vits. I did see Jasmine earlier today just pop in, but she wasn't sticking around for Vits. It was like the early stream, Somalian really needs to not get droughted here. And he's fighting. Okay, he's going to open up the right, and he's going to get the bar. And good survival for Somalian. And another Tetris rim. 466 for Somalian, 487 for Allenbot. So good fight for Somalian. The vertical eye drought setup. Yeah, it seems like that's how it goes. But yeah, oh no, and Somalian just before 19 can't get the piece all the way to the left. It's going to gum up that whole left side. And what can he do? Well, I don't know. He's kind of doing some stuff right here. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Somalian gonna survive another one. What the heck? Amazing survival. I thought he was cooked, and the rest of you did too. I know it. That amazing. 540 for Somalian, 631 for Allenbot. There's a Tetris Somalian. He's setting up again. He's back by 60,000 points or so. Long bar to fill in. Somalian's got a lot of body English on those 5 taps. Skimming a Tetris for Somalian, 629. And yeah, just going to get those lines all the way to the left. So lines have 2 functions for Somalian, 3 really. You know, Tetrising, fixing mistakes in the middle of the board, and then chucking them all the way to the left just to minimize the number of 5 taps that he has to do. $692 Somalian, Allenbot skimming a Tetris, 785, and the Vits, of course. That's true. Four things. But yeah, I was sad. I saw Jasmine. You hardly ever see Jasmine, at least in this stream anyway. And another Tetris for Somalian, 729, hanging in there, 760 for him. And then I was playing like one of my own stupid games because the stream hadn't really started yet. And I did like 4 or 5 Vits. And she didn't see him. I was very upset. I literally just said, oh, Jasmine's here. Time to Vits. Totally ignored. All right, Somalian fighting again and not going to recover from that. So some heroics from Somalian, but all for naught here in game 2 because Allenbot going to tie it up. So GG's Somalian, my word. All right, Alan has got the max. All right, I'm just gonna pop the pieces in, and I need about 60 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So the pieces are F2, 3F, BA. It's Gatorade 0. Okay, both players are ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So yeah, crazy survival multiple times in that game too from Somalian. Vandy, thank you for the good luck, and sorry I didn't think to see if you were streaming. No, you're good. Ramble on, Ian. Extra class ham radio license. I got mine, God, it had to be 19, my extra class. I had, you know, this was back when there were 5 levels of license: novice, technician, general, advanced, and extra. And I got my novice. I want to say it was like 91. So yeah, it's like 33, 34 years ago, something like that. And then I don't know, about 18 months later, I ended up getting my extra. And that was when you needed 20 words a minute code. Okay, back in my day, you had to receive Morse code at 20 words a minute. All right, 85,000 here for Somalian, 122 for Allenbot. You can't do anything with CW. You do need a 5 word per minute code though, right? Still. Right? I don't know. I haven't really kept up with it. Nope, nothing. You don't need code at all? Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, Somalian in Trubs. Let's see what he can do. Can he pull another one out? No, he cannot. That's going to be a top out for Somalian. Allenbot is going to go up 2-1. I think learning, like, 5 words a minute code, probably good to do. What's up, K9? The RNG this set is abusing us, says Allenbot. Petition to play 7-bag. Thought about doing a 7-bag event, but is that interesting? I would like to do it. I would like to do some weird modes on deathmatch, like spin the wheel. They don't require Morse code anymore. What are you going to do when the Independence Day aliens arrive? Yeah, I know, for real. I keep hitting the button and it's not going through. Sorry. Like, I'm kind of not hitting it dead on. I'm hitting like the corner of the button. It's not actuating. BFB1A7. I got to hit it smack dab in the middle of the button. Yeah. Oh, Morse code very useful in an emergency. Use modern digital modes that don't give a crap about noise floor. Okay, fine, but what if you're lying on the floor and all you can access is like your mic switch and your throat is impaled by a big spike and all you can do is click the mic switch and you can use Morse code, right? All right, looks like both players are ready. BFB1A7, let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, you're like, oh, I wish I learned Morse code then. But I guess everyone knows dit 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 dot 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 dit dit dit, right? So you'll know that, right? You know that, Ian, right? Dit 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 dot 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 dit dit dit. You know that. You do know SOS, all right. Yeah, you won't be able to tell people where you are, but you'll say, there's an emergency somewhere. Back in my day, we had to learn Morse code backwards. Somalian with the unnecessary vits, because why not? Tetris Somalian. Off to watch a holiday movie, Batman Returns, with my husband. See you all later. All right. Enjoy your movie and enjoy your husband. What's up, Short Sword? 162 for Allenbot, 160 for Somalian. Keaton equals best Batman, Bale number 2. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that's okay. Keaton very underrated just because, you know, kind of 90s aesthetic and all that, but I only watched the reboot. I watched Batman Begins. I did not see any of the subsequent ones in that series, but I like Batman Begins, but I'm not like a big, you know, superhero movie person, so it's not like this big priority for me to go watch it. But I saw it and I liked it. I thought it was really good. Someday I'm just gonna like check all these movies off my list that I have to see because they're like cultural touchstones for like nerds. And I guess if I'm a nerd, I should see it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you spend all your time doing Tetris, you know, big nerd energy. No, it's very useful for an emergency situation. Morse code, you know, in a ham radio emergency situation, right? sometimes it's the only kind of communication that can punch through, like a lot of noise and interference. 340 for Allenbot. I'm sure you're all fascinated. 304 for Somalian, 340 for Allenbot. Here's a Tetris for Somalian, 354. Radio wave propagation is some wizard level stuff, though. Yes, indeed. Literally bounce radio signals off the moon. Like, what the heck? Or off the ionosphere? Holy moly. $403 for Somalian, $478 Allenbot. All right, very surprised Somalian didn't just set up for some Vits for whatever reason, but he didn't. He's got discipline. He knows 19 is headed this way. 525 Allen, 449 for Somalian. Long bar in Tetris. Somalian gets another one. All right, Somalian. Oh boy. 5 to go here. All right, there we go. Good. And 521 entry for Somalian. And Allen, if he can get this Tetris, it would be a 600K. And yeah, he'll get it. And it's 617. Tetris Somalian 573. 645 for Allen. Somalian a Tetris 626. Allen up by almost 100,000 points. There's a Tetris Somalian. There's one Allen. There's another one Somalian. Allen gonna have to waste a couple of bars here uncovering the well. So Somalian on the left well. And Somalian just tightened it up a little bit. Another Tetris Somalian. There's one Allen. 2 lines apart and about 32,000, 42,000 point lead. Somalian gets another 840. He's now actually in the lead by 10,000 and gets another Tetris. Yes, Allen's board indeed a little bit muddy here, but he's cleaning it up. And he is now set up for a Tetris and gets it. 867 for him. 906 Somalian, 2 lines apart. Other Tetris Somalian. Oh, good long bar to fix that in the middle. And yeah, it is super close. Another Tetris Somalian. There's one Allen. Somalian 10,000 points ahead. Same line count. There's another for Somalian. He's got a max. Allen's got the max. There's a dirty Tetris for Somalian A49. Gonna clean up here as he heads into 29. There's a skim. There's a Tetris. He's set up for one more if he can get a bar. Allen at A82. He's within 4,000 points and getting droughted here. Somalian gonna top out at A89, and Allenbot gets a bar over. He hangs out just long enough to get that bar, kept that well open. Somalian could not hang on long enough to get that bar, and Allenbot is gonna take this one 3-1. We'll go ahead and report that to the centralized Tetris reporting authority so we don't get hit with a fine. Anpu will fine us. So GG Somalian. I mean, this is a great set from you. It was 3-1, but it seemed like really a lot closer a lot of the way. So it's a great survival. So GG Somalian. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to watch NFL now. Thank you. Or is he watching Allenbot? I don't know. He's like, oh, I would have had to have beaten this. All right, Tetris, Allenbot, C90 through 35. Oh, he's going to pass on the perfect clear triple. Imagine. There's a Tetris Allenbot, D82. Somalian says could have beaten this easily. Yeah, let's see if Allenbot can just pass your PB. Like, that's always my favorite, when someone just passes someone's PB and it's like, yeah, you had the PB to win. Like, he's losing some pace here, and yeah, this is probably not going to be rolloverable until, yeah, there it is. All right, well, Allenbot is going to take it. GG's to you, Allen. You will be moving on. This is a match of two uncles. Yeah, you guys have been around too long. It's time to retire. Somalian's first match, 2020. And Allen, when was that? I mean, it has to be that far back too, right? Wait, no, only, oh no, there we go. Allenbot, only 2022 for you? What? Why does it say only 2022 for you? I feel like that can't be that cannot be the case. You got your Div 2 retirement home, you're good. All right, Allenbot's first match in the entire match database was 2021, June of 2021. It was against Brian Mendez in Community Tier 2. And then let's see. So that was June of 21. When was Somalian? Somalian's I was Somalian's first match. That was in September of 2019. I was Somalian's first match, and I beat Somalian. I was Somalian's first opponent and loss. That was in the community tournament back in September. That was when there was only one community tournament. Well, how did you beat? Was it double elim? Like, what? How did this work? I think it was like double elim, wasn't it? So I think, yeah, it was double elim, like really early. I think it was, and I think I knocked you down to the losers bracket. You played Mistech, and then It looks like that same month you then beat Scotto Bozo and then lost to Scotto Bozo. It must have been the finals or something. So my goodness gracious. Yeah, it was double Elim way back in the day. Because we wanted to give, you know, there was nothing else, guys. There was no, you guys don't realize, there was no Tetris for the non-pros. There was nothing else. So people in the community tournament, like we wanted to give people multiple matches. So we made it double Elim those early days. So, wow, that's crazy. Well, now I got to see how I did in September 2019. Let's look up Van Dweller. September 2019 community tournament. September 2019. So I beat Somalian 3-2. It was a decider. Then I played some classic Tetris League against Kyle Precise, Skip Logic, and Kingsman. And then I lost to Jazz Thief in that community tournament. So that's how it went. Anyway, that was there was only classic Tetris Monthly. There was nothing else, guys. Okay. There was CTM and there was Tetris Deathmatch. And then I was running Tetris Deathmatch, and then I took over Classic Tetris Monthly. And then we added additional rounds because the tournaments were getting too big, and that was starting in January of 2019, I think, something like that. Whenever it was. Yeah, January of 2019 was the first community tournament. So I had to teach everybody how to restream. Nobody knew how to restream, so I had to teach them. And I certified restreamers. Like, people had to submit. To be a community tournament restreamer back then, you had to, like, know how to accurately report a score. Like, because we couldn't count on people to accurately report, because we captured everything. We captured all the scores of the matches, and you had to report the scores. And then you also had to prove that you could, like, make a scene, and I had, like, all this, like, a video on how to make a restream scene. So we literally had to teach. People didn't know how to do it. We had to teach people how to restream. So did you need to know Morse code? Yeah, you did have to know how to send the what, K9 in Morse code, which is da 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 dit. All right, you had to know how to send K9 in Morse code. Anyway, those are the days, guys. Those were the days. Well, these are the days too. The days are better. Honestly, the days are better now. Okay, there's so much more Tetris to do, million places to play, giant prize pools, and a lot more people. So you always remember the past is like, oh, I remember those days, but it's way better now. Mr. Burrow said, would I certify you? I would certify you. Okay, well, that is going to do it for us right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. So this bracket, yeah, it's going to be Allenbot versus Doozy. And the winner of that will eventually take on Tetris Time. Just get a look at our top 16 where we're at. Blue Scooty versus Peak is a thing. Tugi versus Knight. That already happened. Tugi took down Knight. So Knight came blazing through, beating Miles and Dan V. Then Tugi came in and avenged, I guess, Dan V. I guess they're European. So, yeah. Pixel Lady will take on Crab Rangoon. Guafi versus ID Curvy. Sidnev versus Winter. And so we've got 3 more to do. And when are those going to happen? Obviously, we don't know when the purple one's going to happen because we just did it. Tomorrow, this is unconfirmed. Akatu versus SV in round 2 in red. So Akatu, is that red? That's red? That's not red. That's incorrect there, Zempro. Okay. That is pink, my pal. I'm going to correct it right now. Edit event. That's right. Zempro does a lot. You know, that's whatever. All right, pink. Everybody makes mistakes. Okay, so that's unconfirmed, but if it happens, it's going to be at 1:30 tomorrow. After that, oh, you got a Masters Green round 2 top 16. So tomorrow at 2:30, chicken sandwich time. It's going to be Lokenzi versus Doodle, and the winner will take on Dog, and we will determine a top 8er there. So that's good, making progress. You'll love to see it. Good job, Zempro. Chaining those, perfect. So we're getting there. We are getting there indeed. Well, that's going to do it for me. Thank you to everybody who supported the channel this stream. Oh, I didn't see the 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Thank you, K9. I missed those entirely, so thank you. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits from K9. Appreciate that. And then we had a raid from Rio for okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. And again, thanks, K9. Sorry I missed those. Go, Allenbot, go. I should have known. You missed the countdown vids during a classic Vandy rant. Oh, sorry. I ran too much. Okay. And thanks, patrons. Scott Rage in the window, K9, Tacky, Middlesburger, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troy, and Kim, Emerald, Potato, Cat, Diamond, DJ, and Sunny. Thank you so much. And everybody else on this slide. And prizes, we are up to 95.48. Now I'm going to look in and see how many contribution codes are done and be sad, right? There's 33 left. We only did 3. We only did 4 this stream, and one of them was me. So, well, I think K9 did one too, actually. So, all right, we're getting there. All right, Jingle, thanks a lot. We are making progress indeed. All right, that is going to do it for us tomorrow. We will see you. Looking forward to that. I probably might do some streaming around those matches as well, do some PB attempts, see if we can get this max out done in 2025. That would be a neat thing to do. So thanks, Jingle, Black Ops, Mr. Burrow, Jade, and all the stars are here. Okay, take care, YouTube. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks, K9, or Dog watching, or whoever you are. Whoever you are. Listen, if you're a Canadian nowadays, you got to have multiple accounts. Thanks, Chen. You know, you gotta be very careful being a Canadian nowadays. I don't blame you. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and find a raid target. We got Hunter playing Tetris for the non-pros. We got CTM December, Masters versus Winter. That is not actually what that is. But it's Hepta doing puzzles. So, yeah, Hepta, I think, ended up... Oh, wait, Hepta's been going for 11 hours. Are you still going? Oh, they just left so I can't ask. But Hepta's been going 11 hours. Why are they going so long? I mean, are they gonna leave? Don't raid, you're gonna sleep soon? Okay, there you are. Okay, I will not raid. I wanted to. All right, well, I don't know who Hunter is, but they're playing Tetris for the non-pros, so we'll see some of that. Moodus, are you streaming? You're not streaming, right? I would raid you if you were streaming. Because you want a big raid, because you want to get really popular, and you want a bunch of people annoying you in your chat. You just had a match, all right? Why are you back, Moodus? Why are you back all of a sudden? Why are you? What happened? You just bored, or what? Why are you back? Like he's just all of a sudden like, oh, yep, I'm in. Like I'm just doing everything. I'm doing TMP, showing up in everything, streaming from 1.2. You can't escape. That's true. All right, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and raid this individual. Join TMP for the use TMP command. TMP. Although we gotta keep making our borrow pay for this, all right? But he's done a lot. All right. There you go. You can't join TMP, you're too good.